in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Hit out towards second. Ramirez comes up with it, and a good throw gets him one gone. Stepping in, Teoscar Hernandez, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Looks at a sinker over the inside part of the plate. Breaking ball swung on and grounded to second. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Next will be the designated hitter, Bo Bichette. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. High in the air into shallow left center. Urena is calling for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Now to the plate, Jet Bandy. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. Oh, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. In now, Dwight Smith Jr. And it's fouled away.
Right fielder.
Base is empty here with nobody out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Popped him up. Mancini moving in, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball taken right down the middle. One and one.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
1-2 the count to Billy Hamilton. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Mancini moves over. 1 out. So striding forward now, Gurriel. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 1 run on 2 hits, including the home run. No errors. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Devin Travis. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. A high fastball is in there. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. The 2-1 home is in there for the second strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw, Throw it over for a strike.
Good time now to check out the Orioles Road to the Show report as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels that have been making waves of late. Popped him up. Ramirez backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. At the plate, number 68. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 68.
Lifted down the line in left. Mancini giving chase. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Blue Jays go down in order. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Swinging on the first pitch as he hits this one on the ground to second. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Stepping in, Bo Bichette comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Breaking ball's in for a strike.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Urena takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Ready with another 0-2. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Pretty painless half. Digging in to try it again, Dwight Smith Jr. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Billy Hamilton. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Ready once again, Gurriel. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Number 13.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good four-seam fastball, breaking ball, instead of the sinker slider guy.
The 0-2 once more. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. And a neck-high fastball that time.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Fouled off.
You can visibly see the body language of this guy on the mound is completely changed during this at-bat. 6 foul balls.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will... Now batting, Devin Travis. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here comes another 0-2. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The next 0-2. Lifted in the air out to right. Number 6 is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. So stepping in, number 68, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Hits this one hard the other way. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1, 2, 3. Now at the plate, Teoscar Hernandez. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
And he got him. Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Bo Bichette. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. First. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Into the box now, Jet Bandy. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Nunez ranges to his right, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. Seth Maness, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitch. 11-2 is the way this ball game ends. The Baltimore Orioles took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Devin Baker earns his 8th victory of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Andrew Suarez was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Tonight's paid attendance at the Rogers Center, 50,516. The Blue Jays thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills. A skipper appeals to his players to demonstrate some resilience in how they finish a rough season. An early winter check-in. This representative wants his client well informed on important matters. He'll have to try again another time. It seems the player is contemplating a change of scene. The player receives an update from his representative. A stripling major leaguer is challenged to make spring training count. A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game. This manager is hoping to stoke the competitive fire of his pitchers. player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A player's agent calls to touch base. The player expresses interest in going elsewhere. A manager checks in with his ball club. A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement. A major league manager sometimes has to break unwanted news. This player learns he is being returned to the limbo that is AAA baseball. Whether it will be a week, a month, or a year, he cannot know. Understandably, he's not happy about it. Nor is the manager. This is one of the hardest scenes in baseball. A AAA locker room acknowledges a major leaguer who has been sent down for a tune-up. A manager checks in with his ball club. pitcher is confronted with a less than stellar stat. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. A pitcher who has been inefficient from the stretch of late is given a coach-up. A player who has been there before is called to return to the big stage. A manager confronts his pitching staff about an unacceptable team statistic. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills. A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement. A pitching coach checks in with a member of his staff. A skipper appeals to his players to demonstrate some resilience in how they finish a rough season. An early winter check-in. A previously discussed issue is taken up again. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills. This team's pitchers are being challenged to ask more of themselves. Elite players become so by continuing to look for ways to refine and improve their skill sets. The pitching staff is pressed to step up their game. A player's agent calls to touch base. The player expresses interest in going elsewhere. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills. A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement. A manager checks in with his ball club. The player receives an update from his representative. A coach offers support to a pitcher who's been giving up the long ball. A manager checks in with his ball club. A pitcher who's been inefficient from the stretch of late is given a coach-up. A manager confronts his pitching staff about an unacceptable team statistic. A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.